evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching us from and whatever time you're watching this podcast from. This is episode number
8. Episode number 8.
Yeah. I thought they're too much. 8 is still little.
Yeah, but we're still rolling, so yeah.
One day, one time, we'll get to 300 episodes.
Wow.
After maybe 3 years.
You think?
Possible? No, it's not. Maybe yes. Yeah. Good. How are you doing?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm doing well. Pretty well.
So what are we doing today?
Today is a continuation of the previous episode. Remember, we had questions that we were answering from our friends, Joram and Patience. Yeah, and they are soon going to come to this podcast.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're going to have some time with them so that people get to know them. And we did not finish the questions, so we decided today, let's get to do what? To finish them.
They saw the producer taking the jar. We assume that they will imagine that he brought it back.
Yeah.
So we've not read the papers. And I'm ready to get surprised.
I think, producer, please put a thumbs to confirm that we've not read them. This is very important. Yes.
All right.
We've not read the question. So we're going to directly dive into them. And ladies first.
Okay.
Or you'll say men before.
I'll follow your lead, yes. It's risky. The probability, I'm very mathematical. So the probability of having a good paper and a bad one is 50-50. Yeah? Okay.
You mean there's some bad papers?
There's some that are heavy, not bad. So I'll read the question. Using the analogy of a plant, how would you describe my heart right now? So I think this is your question.
No, it's yours.
No, it's asking, how would you describe my heart right now? So it's you to describe my heart right now and what needs to be done to the plant. So,
So does it have to do with the type of plant?
Not really.
Maybe the health of the plant.
Yeah, I think it's more about just describe the plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say cactus. Yeah. Because the cactus survives in very tough environments. Doesn't know it's a hard plant.
Okay.
I know there's some environment you're in right now that is not easy for you. And you've been swimming through. Yes.
So about the cactus has thorns.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the thorns are good to protect yourself. If the cactus did not have thorns, I'm just thinking.
Anyone could mess around
Yes,
with
you
it.
come and pick them up from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I walk around like people are linguists. I hope I'll pronounce the name of this animal right. The hedgehog.
Hey. let me
That's
not
the
say
one that usually removes spikes when attacked, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it was an animal, that would relate to the cactus.
Do you agree with me?
I think so, yes. But then, that also means I'm too defensive. It has so many thorns. Do you think I'm too defensive?
No, the thorns in the cactus are bearable. So they're just okay.
The areas you can touch that do not have the thorns.
Exactly. It also has fruits.
So someone needs to know where to.
No, let me be the only one.
All right, so.
Good.
Next one is on you.
How do you support each other's personal dreams or goals? Yeah, so if there's something that we actually really do, this is something I can actually boast for. We really support each other's dreams. And when one of us comes with an idea or a thought of something they want to do, first of all, we usually look at what personal benefits they're going to get from that goal. And after we do that, then we also look at the bigger what?
Picture.
The bigger picture. So is it going to be useful for the family? And is the society also going to benefit from it? So I think we don't do that for all, but most of the things that we have as goals, that is the formula that we always tend to use.
Yeah, I agree. You've been very supportive. And in that line, there's a business proposal I have given you. I think this is my cue to remind you. Please look at it and say yes.
No, we are still in the process of looking at the bigger picture.
Okay.
Yeah, so if
Right.
if it passes that, then it'll be good to go.
Okay. We'll keep praying meanwhile.
Yeah, and of course, my dreams and goals are also supported. Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
Pass me the ball.
Those who married short women.
What is one area where my own ambitions have weakened our relationship? What is one area my own ambitions have weakened our relationship? Where? Is there one? I don't think there's any.
You don't see any. Maybe I have some.
Yeah, maybe you can. Maybe I do them unconsciously. There are things
But
that...
can you remember any?
Well, I know I've been wanting to go outside the country. I don't know, but I've not been able to do that. That would definitely put a distance into the relationship. But aside from that, I don't think there's any that I can just directly pick, unless you tell
this
me.
Is time. It's time you say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, I actually can't remember.
Do you have any personal ambitions that have been selfish?
Selfish?
That's a
No.
good
I don't think I have.
Have you been selfish?
Not at all. I think I've actually given you guys more than I should have given myself, so I'm not selfish.
No. That's
You
for
seem to
us
have
to
a
say.
different answer.
That's for us to say.
Okay. Now this is your cue to say it.
Okay, so first, one of the ambitions that you have that has really weakened this relationship. Wait. Maybe
You're
by the time we
thinking.
get to the 20th episode number 20, I will have one.
I'm sure you wouldn't be thinking if there was one. I don't think there's any. Yeah.
No, but it's good for us to. That's something to really ponder. It's like a question that is asking, have you been selfish with your ambitions? Yes, you. I'm asking you. Have you been selfish with your ambitions?
Yeah, because he's not been able to think of any for his wife. For this one, we will say that. Yeah,
Guys, please mark this. By the time we get to episode number 20,
you'll
I will
have
tell
found
you.
one.
I will
Wait,
tell you.
you want to look for one because there's none yet.
What is the one thing I do that increases your bond with me?
You should be answering, not me.
No, I'm the one who is asking you.
Go again.
What is the one thing I do that increases your bond with me?
I think I'd go back to our first question. Support. I get that. That one I can never complain. Anyone around me always actually asks me, why are you like always so overprotective? But I think I like it. Because in your support, you always look out for things that I'm not even seeing. Like you'd be out looking at the danger side. Well, I'm thinking everything is positive. So you'll have countered it before. So yeah, I would say support. All-round support.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah, I also get support. Like I said, definitely I get support. But I think the fact that you have a big heart Wow, you have a big heart.
I'm not selfish.
It is big, and that really
Thank
means
you.
a lot. It really increases the bond. Yeah.
Thank you.
No blush. Guys, please, cameras note.
Aw. Can I bite my fingers? All right. What is one work habit you had to stop for the sake of your marriage? Where they've started again. Issues at work.
Yeah.
What is one work habit you had to stop for the sake of your marriage? Bringing my work home and also bringing my frustrations home. Hey, I used to do that a lot. Like, I didn't know how to separate myself and say, this is home, this is work. I would mix issues. And sometimes it would hurt people at home, and maybe even you mostly, because then I would come back home so angry, and you're not the one who's wronged me in any way. But then you don't know how to correct it because you actually don't even know what actually happened. So, yeah, I think that is when I knew how to put the borderline, that really helped to sort that.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
think that's true? Or
Yeah. Definitely, that's a plus. You need to do more in terms of fear. Not fear, in terms of anxiety. What you need to work on is anxiety. Yeah. So if you reduce anxiety, kidogo.
Sound like my sister and my mother. They keep saying that. So I don't know how soon I'm going to change that because it looks like it's been a problem since.
Especially work anxiety, work
Yeah.
related.
All right.
Okay, it's good to be anxious, but sometimes worrying does not help. Doesn't help much.
We will try
Let
to work
things
on
flow.
that.
Let things flow.
Okay.
Okay. My turn.
Meanwhile, as he opens, remember to like, share, and subscribe.
What's one area where my own ambitions have helped strengthen our relationship? The opposite of the one you had. What's one area where my own ambitions have helped strengthen our relationships? Wow. Okay.
Lighthouse. I can't say much more, but Lighthouse. Lighthouse was a dream that started so many years ago. But I think for me, how I envisioned it was very different from the perspective you brought it with. So even when we were launching it and starting the Lighthouse Foundation, it was like we were working on something you had actually done some panel beating on. And I think I admire most your creativity and your thoughtfulness in terms of you're looking at the bigger picture tomorrow, 2 years, 3 years. For me, it's like I wanted the now gratification. So that has definitely helped us because there are so many situations we've come out of because of you looking into the bigger picture. Yeah, so I know sometimes it turns out like an engagement between the two of us. I don't want to say a fight because usually I would want to push you to make the decision now. But then you'll tell me, please hold on for a little while. Let's think about it. Let's think through. You'd want to know every stage, how is it going to be and all these things. So I think you're good in planning, you're good in logistics. You've helped us come out of situations that way. If I was all alone, probably I would be somewhere crying right now. But yeah, I think that has really helped us. Maybe as a man, you're supposed to lead the family, and I think you're doing good. You're doing good at
Aww.
it. Yeah. It's your turn to.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Nafako blush.
All
Wow.
right.
So yeah. Hey. Okay, that's deep. Yeah. Wow.
Can we move on to the next one?
Who is doing the next one? You're the one.
Should be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more to go.
I feel like I'm answering too many questions.
No, you're good.
Please take this one up. The last
No,
two.
my question is coming.
Okay.
That's yours.
How can we, then, yeah, you'll go first on this one. How can we support each other better on long days that equal to stressful work days?
How can we support each other better?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think, someone just told me I like saying we need to edit them. Okay, so when we have long days, I'd really love it because sometimes you think that you're the only one who had a bad day. When you go back home, you want to download, and forget to ask
How was
your
yours?
day.
Okay.
Just take time and listen to the other party also. And again, do not, when someone is telling you, I have a headache, don't, even if you have one, don't start by saying, I also have one. My headache has been, it's been, my situation has been the worst. And someone is just
Mine is
starting
worse
to tell
than
you,
yours.
yes, mine is worse than yours. Take time to listen to them. Try to debrief. Ask them how, okay, so what was bad about it? How was the situation? Let them finish telling you about their day. And then, after you finished talking, remember to also ask, so how about you?
Yeah. And maybe it's because sometimes we really look forward to just getting home and downloading everything. So I think, I'll put that extension and remember to ask, or maybe ask before I start rambling. For me, I really can't. What can you do to make it better? I think you're already doing the most. So let's just keep on doing what we do. Yeah.
Keep on listening.
Yeah, keep on
Keep
listening.
on being
keep
it's called
on
the
showing
sounding
up.
what? Sounding board. What is it?
You're the communication person here. I'm not sure I even know what. So what could that be?
Yeah. I think yeah, keep listening. Keep listening, keep being the support system I've had.
Yeah.
That's very important. Because then it really helps keep the relationship. Like we always say, you are my first moshene mate.
Hey.
Yeah.
And when I call you and you don't pick up, and that motion is very right.
Very hot.
It hurts.
Hot tea.
Because it gives you delayed gratification. Like you wanted to hit it when it's still hot, but yes. Let's keep on doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep on being my friend.
Finally, the last question.
Yeah.
Who is watering the garden, tilling it? Which type of manure is required? Oh my. Is this a poetic question? Who is watering the garden, tilling it? Which type of manure is required?
I think basically it's asking who is taking care of that garden, which in this context is our marriage, and who is
Tilling it.
Yeah, that's part of taking care. But there's that last bit of the question.
Yeah, which type of manure is
Which type
required?
of manure? Basically, like, what will make it a better garden?
Yes. Wow, this is nice. It's such a beautiful question to be the last question.
I wish everyone can ask themselves that.
That's a good question.
But I think for us, if I would go first, there's that bit that you're doing and there's the bit I'm doing. So maybe you bring the djembe, I bring the manure, and we do the work together. So there's no specific person who's responsible of watering and tilling it, in my context.
Yeah, so my take would be definitely marriage is meant for two people. It is not a responsibility. I hear many people say, it is the responsibility of a woman to take care of the home and all that. Yeah, it's her responsibility. equally your responsibility.
Yeah.
So we need to all work together to till and to take care of the marriage.
True.
And what type of manure? Special for all of us. I need to bring on the table, tell you what I expect you, what I want from you. Communicate it very clearly. This is what I want you to do. This is how I want you to talk to me. This is how I want my food cooked. This is how I want my clothes washed. This is what I want from you. Needs to be very clear so that the manure that you bring to spice up and grow and till the marriage is actually one that is agreeable and acceptable from the two.
And I think it should be continuous.
Yes.
With our little age, I know some of our viewers are even older than we are, but with the far we've gone, I think the needs keep changing.
Yes.
Yeah. So it should be like a constant conversation, because today I might want it this way, tomorrow the situations are different and I don't think that would work for me. So basically keep communicating, and the greatest of it all is love. So love crowns it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Bible says in the book of Ephesians, Ephesians 5:31, NIV says that for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. I think connecting this with the last question that we've just answered, marriage is something that we really need to redefine and remember that the two of you come first. You need to prioritize that marriage. Very important. You need to make time for it. It needs to be the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of ordering anything. Okay? And it actually says, the Bible says that in this case, your wife comes first. Same. Your husband comes first. The other time we were talking about third parties. At this moment, when we're talking about priorities, it means that even when you're ordering and prioritizing anything in your marriage, anything in life, what needs to come first? The marriage needs to come first, because when the Bible says that the two of you have become one, then it means you can't do without the other. You cannot make decisions. You cannot, you cannot be selfish and not prioritize the marriage over other issues.
Oh, that's deep.
Yes.
Bonus question. If you were to implement one completely absurd and nonsensical rule at your partner's workplace for one day, what would that rule be?
Please go first. Because I have 10 rounds.
I feel like it's a trap. Well, always pick your wife's phone, no matter what.
Remember, it's one day.
He said nonsensical.
Okay.
Prioritas. Just choose one.
I'm thinking for the softest landing for this. It must be nonsensical. Can be tough, right? Yes, exactly. So what I'd say is I think I need to put a tag on your head here. Married to Kolo.
Wait, you're going to be creating thoughts on people's mind that are not existing. What do you mean?
Yes, a tag here. Married to Kolo.
What are you saying? I think we need to start this podcast afresh and make this the topic.
I already came up with my rule. We are not supposed to explain rules. Wow.
No.
I like that.
Well, maybe just a disclaimer.
There's no disclaimer. So if you have any follow-up questions, please put them on the comment. We have come to the end of this podcast.
Jesus.
Please
give
us your parting shot.
In my defense.
So,
well, that was a good question, Mr. Producer. I do not work in a very crazy place as my husband would portray it. But I think what he meant is his time is his time, work time is work time. So yes, I have understood what you're talking about.
Remember, that's her explanation to my rule.
Okay,
I will give my
up.
explanation next time.
Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm glad we finished on the papers. So I know next time we'll be having a unique other topic aside from what we've been discussing. And the team behind this, well, I can't thank you enough. God bless you. And yeah, let's keep doing this. We hope that we are touching lives, even in our own good and nonsensical ways. We are still touching absurd ways. That you're still ministering into your lives. And I pray that you may continue working with us in this journey. Keep sharing, liking, subscribing, and see you in the next one.
Yeah, we're giving life to one marriage at a time, and also encouraging those who are planning to join.
Yes.
It's a beautiful place to be in.
It is indeed.
So thank you so much. It's been a lovely series of episodes with these questions from Joram and Patience. Hopefully our producer helps us to get them for an episode. If not the next one, maybe the next. Yeah, the next. Yeah, otherwise, thank you so much for joining in. Let's do more of this kind of
I love
question and answer. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Adios.